Hi boys and girls, and happy Friday. Today we have a really exciting cooking lesson for you guys today. Today we are making pumpkin pancakes. Woohoo! This is a very special recipe because we are celebrating fall and all things pumpkin and about the lesson that we are learning about this week. Okay, first things first, we gotta wash our hands. Let's go. We get our soap, a little water, and we start the ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good job, everybody. Man, you guys are getting so good at washing your hands. All right, we're gonna come back over here and we're gonna check our ingredients and measure them out. Okay, first things first. Now you guys can see over here, I have a couple different bowls. One for the dry ingredients. One is for the wet or the moist ingredients, okay? And then I have my little egg cracking bowl right here. All right, the first ingredient says we need 1.5 cups of milk. We have our milk here. We have our measuring cup. Let's open them up and get to measuring. Now, how many of you guys at home like pancakes? I love pancakes, but I've never had pumpkin pancakes before. Okay, we need
the big bowl.
In the big bowl, almost went in the little bowl. And we need another milk carton for this, friends. And 1/2. You can just measure it in the cup and just kind of use your eyeballs. A little bit more. Perfect. Okay, our second ingredient is the pumpkin puree. Look at this, you guys. Now, if that doesn't say fall, I don't know what does. Smells like pumpkin. Okay, I'm gonna use my fork over here and I'm gonna scoop it out of the can and put it into our measuring tool. Do you guys like to cook at home? I love cooking with my kids. It's so much fun. Maybe this is something that you guys can do with your family at home. And when these babies are cooking, it really does smell like cold weather is near. Okay, there it is. That looks like a cup. What about that? All right, let's put that into our milk. Make sure we get all of it. Man, this smells good already, friends. There's still a little bit in there, but I think it's fine. And then we need the egg. Okay, and the reason I said I have my egg bowl is I like to crack my eggs into a separate bowl. And why do I do that? Well, it's because if I accidentally get a shell in this bowl, then I can take it out before I put it in all the other ingredients. And I look, I inspect, no shells in this one. All right, I'm gonna give it, I can just put that in the trash. I'm gonna get my fork, and I'm just gonna start whisking that around real quick. Whisk, whisk, whisk. And that goes into the bowl. All right, our next wet ingredient is 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Okay, here's my tablespoon measurer. I want you guys to start getting familiar with these because sometimes we ask questions in our class, what do we measure what? These are used for cooking. Okay, we need 2 tablespoons of oil, or like they say in the South, oil. Here we go. Oh, I can't get it open. Let me just unscrew it. All right, how many? 2. Okay, count with me. 1, 2. These are gonna be so good, I can tell, because that oil is gonna give those pancakes a lot of moisture. Okay, let me check my recipe again. Yep, that's it for the wet. We're gonna mix this around, everybody. Look at that, it's a beautiful color. There's little bumps of that, bumps and lumps of that pumpkin puree. Just make sure that you stir that around really good and incorporate that all together. Because the more it's mixed, the better the pancakes will be. All right, that looks pretty good. Now we're gonna start on our dry ingredients. Okay, for our first dry ingredient, we need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Mrs. N was so nice, she brought me flour from her house. Bless you, Mr. G. Okay, where is our cup? Here it is. It's still got the pumpkin puree in it, but that's okay because we're gonna mix all these together, right? So we need 2 of these. 2, was I right? Yep, 2 cups of flour. So 1, shake it out a little bit. 1 and almost, little more. And 2. It's okay if you make a little mess because we can clean it up afterwards. Okay, then we need 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And then if you guys are wondering where the numbers are on the measuring tools, they're right here. It says 1/4. Okay, so if the recipe says it, just look at your little tools to find out which one you use. We need 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Man, now you know these are gonna be good with brown sugar. It's gonna make it sweet and delicious. Okay, what I like to do with brown sugar is just push it in there. They call packing the brown sugar. We just pack it in there and then we 1, 2, 3, there it goes. Okay, we need 2 teaspoons, not tablespoons, teaspoons of baking powder. So right there, there's our teaspoon. Baking powder. Okay, so there's 2 different ones. The baking powder and the baking soda. So be sure to look at your recipe to see which one you need to use. All right, so this one is baking powder. We need 2 teaspoons. Did you say that this was a
half?
This is a half. Okay, so we need 2 of these. This is a half. 1. Oh, I'm sorry, I messed up. We need 4 of these because we need 2 teaspoons. So 2, 3, and 4. See how I just kind of scraped it off like that, friends? Doesn't make as much of a mess that way. Okay, now we need baking soda. We need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. This is a half, so we need 2. If you're unsure, ask one of your adult helpers. 1. Look at how perfect that is. Oh my goodness, look at that. Into the bowl. All right, and then we need 1 tablespoon, of pumpkin pie spice. Look at this. You guys, this is so delicious. So delicious. Okay, we need 1. This is a big old tablespoon too. We got a little oil in there, so it's gonna stick a little bit. Oh, I got a little extra. Can't be wasting that. It cost a lot of money. Okay. Smells so good. All right, I'm gonna mix this together. Here we go. The brown sugar is a little bit sticky, so we need to be sure to mix that in really good with the flour and the baking powder and the baking soda. Look at that. That mixed really good. Okay, now we combine everything. We have our wet ingredients and our dry. Wet and dry. Are you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Put a little bit in, start whisking. And I'm just using a fork, but you can use whatever you have. If you have a spoon, if you have an actual whisk, you could probably even use a little electric mixer. Those electric mixers are fun. Oh, you guys, this looks so pretty. And this is a really challenging recipe, but I think you guys can do this at home. And it's really fun, and it smells so good. All right, I'm gonna put the rest of our dry ingredients into the bowl, and then I'm gonna pick it up because it's time to really get whisking here. I wanna hurry up because I wanna taste this thing. And what kinds of things can you put on pancakes? You can put syrup and butter. You can put whipped cream. You can put fresh fruits. Sorry, you could put strawberries or blueberries. There's all kinds of things you can put on pancakes. People put bacon on pancakes. Would you guys want to eat pancakes with bacon? I don't know. Kind of sounds like it might be good. Look at how beautiful that looks, everybody. All right, let's get to the stove. We're gonna get making these things. Come on over. All right, when we're using our stove, we need to have an adult with us, okay? So before you ever use a stove, make sure that an adult is with you and that they are helping you, okay? Because it's very dangerous and it's very hot. All right, so we have our skillet here and it's hot. We already have it ready. We're gonna take some butter. Goodness, I love butter. Here we go. And I'm just going to go like this. It's a little bit hot. I'm gonna turn down our heat a little bit. Turn it on. And then we're gonna put a little bit of that pancake on there. Here we go. I'm gonna use our measuring tool. I'm gonna scoop it up. And there we go. Look at that. It's got a little thing on top. It looks like it's a pumpkin already. Wow. Okay, now we just wait for it to sizzle. You need to be patient. I'm gonna grab a little tissue because I've got stuff on my hands. If you listen closely, you can hear it sizzling. All right, so we're gonna wait for this thing to bubble, and it's already started. Once you see all the bubbles on the top of it, it means it's ready to flip over. Okay, this right here is my spatula. This is what I'm gonna use to flip it over.